Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looking for a man. It's DeMarco. Touchdown, Miami! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Lawrence. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd going to try give to the running back. On the move at the 30. Afterburners coming. Past the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he puts through the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David. And fires into traffic. It's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Now this offense is back on the field. Running back searching for a hole. He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Kind of pick up on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Snap it to the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Glover. Feeling some heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, what a cut! They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Missouri 10, Miami 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground, he's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
To throw, it's DeMarco. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Card in the backfield. It's Perez. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's DeMarco. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Canes.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Manning. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Glover. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, he could not protect him well enough.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air. It's Glover. Pocket starts to collapse.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
A first down run in the red zone. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Glover. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Gonna run it. It's Roberts. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quick handoff. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Glover. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air, using his legs to buy some time. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4.
A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The Tigers get it past the sticks.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Missouri! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Southern Miss is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to ULM. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen from Palmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. And the Canes get enough to move the chains. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one score.
They're facing a third down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Coming up, fourth down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Missouri 17, Miami 14.
The Canes send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. Create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we've got to go get a few more.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Glover. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Open space at the 25. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Man, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting...
It's a fumble! And the defense has it. They're going the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still... to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
And it looks as if they've buzzed
Fuck,
down.
man.
Wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. This time on target. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They could really use a few yards here on third down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the marker. It's Perez. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're trying to get to him. Going to try to get it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And the pass is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
Coming out on second down, trying to put this one away. They'll leave it with the lone back.
Hey, no fucking way.
And he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Glover. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. Now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On second down, looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback checking the play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Back to pass, it's DeMarco. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And here comes the offense on second down.
Oh, hell no. Ain't no way he gonna get this shit off. Ain't no way.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.